welcome back. How are you doing today? How is your action taking going on? I'm sure you're making significant progress towards your growth. And this week we are discussing your personal clarity and positioning. And so far we have looked at what it takes to build your knowledge, serious knowledge business. It starts with your purpose, because from your purpose comes your personal positioning and clarity that translates into business positioning in clarity. So far, we have discussed and you have worked upon your ETR, earn the right. Why have you earned the right to teach this course, this program, or conduct this program for someone? Why have you earned the right? What's your ETR, right? And then we'll work on your purpose statement. What are you passionate about? Because passion comes from your heart, and the heart has been working since the day you were conceived in your mother's womb, right? And it is the last thing that will leave. So heart works tirelessly, mind gets exhausted. So if something is trendy in the market and you have learned how to do it, if you want to do some course like that, you may be successful, but you may not have that drive to continue it tirelessly, because there will be many hiccups and roadblocks and obstacles and hurdles that will come up in your journey to build a serious knowledge based business where you are serving others with your knowledge and also making some financial abundance in your life, right? So anything precious in your life does not come easy, and your purpose is a very precious aspect of your life. It will not come easy, right? So even to take out that pearl from the sea, the divers have to go at the bottom of the sea, right? Even to take out gold from the mines, it is a cumbersome process. Diamonds are made from carbon when they are exposed to high pressure. So it's a law of life. Your purpose is the most precious aspect of your life, and it will not come easy. It's a law of life, because existence also tests your willingness and your desperation to find your purpose, live your purpose, right? So we looked at your ETR, and we also looked at your stories of transformation, personal stories of transformation from victim to warrior, from zero to hero, or the transformations you have given to your target audience, right? And from your passion and all the piece that we spoke about, passion, problem, pain, profit, market potential, pleasure, profit, product, right? All, when you answer all of that questions, you are now ready to write your mission statement. And mission statement is the doing of whatever you wish to see in this world. And vision statement is an aspirational statement, what you want in this world to happen, right? So mission statement, we are done with your ETR, your stories. Identify at least 3 stories of transformation, okay? And if not 3, even 1 is good to go. Then your mission statement, then vision statement, and what are the values that you live by? What values are important to you? Okay, why are we doing all these things? Because it is important to communicate who you are as a person in the online world via your marketing collaterals. And that is what I call your market readiness and your marketing readiness. Value communication, right communication, a credible communication. Because in the online world, people don't meet you. They don't get opportunity to connect, to know you more. So it is very important that you communicate who you are as a person, as an entrepreneur, and what are you doing with your products and services? What is the bigger purpose that you have on this planet with your products and services, and how they can connect with you? So via your emotionally charged connections, people want to work with you. People buy you first before they buy your products and services. And people buy outcomes. You get attention via the pain statements, but the money will come from the pocket via your gain statements. So once we have the personal clarity and positioning, now you are ready to write your business positioning and clarity. But for whom are you doing this? Your target audience. But even before we go there, we have discussed about market potential. So it is very important that you identify your revenue goals. What are your revenue goals? How much would you like to earn from this business, right? How much would you like to earn? I'm asking that question to you. Right? Now, if you don't have any figure in mind, whatever is your annual salary, try to make that your annual salary as a 6-month, half of your annual salary you should be able to earn in 6 months. Okay. And then the next goal would be to make your annual salary as your monthly income. Okay. Then your weekly income, then your daily income, then your hourly income. Now that is a long-term process, but you must know what is the revenue goal that you can expect. And typically 3 lakhs per month is a good revenue goal to start with. Okay. If you're not able to come up with any number, we will discuss that, how to come up with the number. But a 3 lakhs per month is a reasonable and decent goal, which is working for many people. Now is a good goal to start with. Now we are talking about a lot of people, when I talk about vision, they talk about my vision is that I should be living near an ocean. I should be owning a yacht. I should have Mercedes. All that is good. Okay. That is for your own consumption. Okay. But what you communicate to the world has to have a larger purpose. So whatever is your vision, okay, of the life that you want to live, you can always write that down separately. I call it the secret sheet. Okay. It's your own personal sheet. It's a secret sheet. Okay. What are your revenue goals? What is the vision? Like, I want to travel the world. I want to make that kind of money. So all those is also good to have that clarity. Of course, you're putting so much of hard work. You want to enjoy the luxuries of life. There is nothing wrong about desiring that. Have that clarity, and you can create one more personal sheet and put all these things there. What we are doing is a external communication sheet. This is an external communication that needs to go, right? So whatever we are answering, I'll give you a template. We have all those templates, but right now I want you to just work on paper and pen, simple answering these questions, right? So now today's session is about defining your target audience. Who is your target audience, right? So once you have decided what is the course you're creating, who is the target audience for this course? Now, for example, let's take this knowledge business, right? When I started, my target audience was anyone who is a teacher, trainer, coach, consultant, okay, who would like to convert their knowledge into digital courses, right? At least I'm saying teacher, trainer, coaches, consultant. Now, whole gamut of teachers, college professors, the ICF certified trainers. There's so many people come, even Toastmaster speakers, right? This whole gamut of things, but it's a very broad statement: teacher, trainer, coaches, consultant, right? If I simply say entrepreneurs, it is all the more broad statement. But if I say entrepreneurs with less than 3 years in business, having a revenue of 25 lakhs to 50 lakhs, it becomes very specific, right? Now, what I realized after doing these programs, many programs, that my real target audience are teachers, trainer, coaches, consultant, not them. Okay, I would say coaches, public speakers with 15 plus years of experience, okay, and still not able to fulfill their own revenue potential due to lack of digital systems and tools, and not being able to understand how to market themselves, right? So these are the people. And right now, if you have gone through many courses and programs and you're still not able to connect all the pieces together and still want to create your serious knowledge business, they are my target audience, not school teachers, college professors, right? They are not my real target audience. When I look at the testimonials, my real target audience are people who are struggling to leverage this online world for their growth, want to create their online courses, or want to be able to generate more leads with less effort, make sales effortlessly, and basically not knowing the marketing aspect of running a business. right? Mostly operating as a freelancers or still having a employee kind of a mindset rather than an entrepreneur mindset. So it's very important to identify who your target audience is. Look, it's not that you are not delivering your course properly, it's that you are not able to reach the right target audience. So a narrowed down target audience, right? For example, if you say I'm a career counselor, for what? For engineering graduates, for BSc graduates, for 10th graders, for 12th graders, science students, art students, commerce students. Specify the age group and their specialization, right? And if you're saying boosting health, for which age group, right? So if you are teaching, giving strategy, giving an approach to a subject, at which age? What is the right age? So qualifying, and people who have stage fear, are they public speakers, or are they employees, or are they students? Qualifying your target audience, further narrowing it down by their age, by their demographics, by their living lifestyle, okay, by the income of the family. So that whole target audience is so important. Where they hang around, what are the things they like. So when you do a Facebook campaign, there's so much of detailing. What are the books they read, what are the kind of cafe they go to fast food, fine dining. We'll cover all of that later. At this point, it is important to narrow down your target audience, not just entrepreneurs, by saying entrepreneurs with 3 years in business with a revenue of this much. Further narrowed, entrepreneurs in the pharma industry, okay, or students of 10th grade, science students of 10th grade. You qualify your target audience, you narrow it down further, because what is the problem your target audience is facing? Because when you have clarity on your target audience, you will have laser focused, targeted pain statements, which will get you the necessary attention you deserve. And then once you know what is the pain they are going through, you come up with what are the gains they want, what are the gains they are expecting, what are the unexpected outcomes they want for their untold pains, and how you are going to solve this. What's your unique solution, your system of transformation, right? So today's topic is your target audience. So what are you going to work on today? Your narrowed down target audience. That's your assignment. Your narrowed down target audience. We are building one above the other. It is very important that you finish all the action items as and when they are coming, because you will gradually see how all these pieces connect together and how powerful marketing readiness you will be having. Okay. Because all this communication will happen on the emails that you send, on the website content that you write, on the Facebook ad copies, on the videos that you make. You're building something very powerful. Keep taking actions. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, keep growing, keep evolving.